Boom shakalaka, what's up homies? My name's D-Nice. Today, we are talking about my top 5 most hated things of the Dynamic Champion Select. I just thought about making this video like 2 days ago, and I just realized like, this new Champion Select is, I mean, it was a nice idea, but it can be really, really annoying. Oh my gosh, like for example, number 1, it takes too damn long to get in a damn game, okay? If I have enough time to pick my champion, leave, go make a sandwich, go to the bathroom, come back, and we're still on Champion Select, there's a problem, okay? There's a huge ass problem. It shouldn't be taking that damn long to get into a damn game. And yes, I did do this. There was actually one time where I made some food, right? It was kind of cold, and I was thinking to myself like, should I go back in the room? I think the game started, but like, and I was like, I kind of want this food to be hotter. So I put the food on for another minute and a half. I was like, yeah, this is tasting right now. All right, let me go back in the room now. Got my drink, got my food. Sit down. I find out there's 10 seconds left to Champion Select. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just can't explain it. It's just too long. It needs to be shortened in some kind of way because it's ridiculous. And that moves on to my number 2 issue with the new Dynamic Q Champion Select. Now, I think everybody has fallen prey to this at least once. Most likely more than once, because I know it's happened to me at least 3 or 4 times. If you don't lock in, you wait in 6 minutes instantly. Or longer, depending on if it happened to you twice in one day. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking annoying, man. So, I don't know whose idea was this, but if you don't lock in, even if you have the champion highlighted, if you don't lock it in, you dodging. Like, come on, man. What is the point of picking like your champion preference if you have to lock it in? If it's available, it should auto lock in. Basically. When the timer runs out, that is. It should auto lock in when the timer runs out. I know you're supposed to give champion preference, so you let everybody on your team know what you're supposed to, what you want to play, but there's been so many cases where you highlight a champion and then your team bans it anyway, especially when oh my god, especially when you're trying to play a champion that should be banned. It kind of is annoying when people complain when you ban their champion that they want to play and they pick the champion that should be banned and then they troll you for it, because this has happened to me before. This has happened to me before because I was first pick and the guy who wanted Udyr was last pick and I didn't want the other team to pick it, so I banned it, and he didn't ask if he wanted to trade, so I just banned it. He's like, oh, well, you banned my only champion that I ever played ever, so I'm gonna troll now. Have fun, guys. So he literally trolled us for 20 minutes, and the only reason that I didn't dodge that game is because, number 1, I was in promos, which really sucked. Stuff always happens in promos, right? And number 2, I didn't lock in dodged earlier the same day. So if I did that, I probably would have been waiting for like 15 to 30 minutes or something like that. Something absurd. Number 3, those people that go into Champ Select, they get their secondary and then they cannot play their secondary at all. Like, have you guys ever gotten people that they put jungle as their secondary in mid or whatever role else is their primary, and then they put jungle as their secondary, and then they get a champ select and it was like, oh crap, I got jungle. Guys, can we trade for mid or whatever other role that they could possibly pick for their primary? Because I can't jungle. So why did you put it as your secondary? That doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, man. No, that leads to my fourth thing. People trying to trade out of their secondary role. You picked your secondary role, now deal with it. Please, just deal with your secondary role. You picked it, now deal with it. And if you've never played or you cannot play your secondary role at all, like I don't mean like you can play it kinda okay, like I'm talking about people that can't play it at all, then why are you playing that as your secondary? Why are you playing that as your secondary? Come on. Come on. This right here is probably the most hated thing I hate. Can you say that? The most hated thing that well, yeah, I guess you can say that, I guess. I absolutely hate this, okay? I put as my primary AD carry, and then I put support as my secondary so I can stay bot lane. And I don't know how this works, but I'll play 10 games and I'll get support 9 out of the 10 games. Like, come on. Like, you can't have stuff like that happen. Like, it's basically like, you might as well have support as your main role if they're gonna do that. It's like, I put AD carry as my primary. What that really means is you're gonna get support every game. That's honestly how I feel about it. It's like, that is the only people that I feel bad for when in Champion Select, those people that have support as their secondary, because 9 out of 10, they're getting support every game because nobody queues the support apparently. Come on guys, we need support mains. Where all my support mains at, man? Damn. I heard that the new solo queue is coming out soon, but I don't know exactly when it's coming out, maybe in the next month or so. But hopefully that deals with some of the issues with the new dynamic queue Champion Select, besides the usual thing. This has happened to me sometimes where I'll be solo queuing by myself, and then I find out the people I'm playing with are 4 queued. I don't understand how that works, but I mean, I guess it's not like if I mess up or anything, it's not like they can't all gang up on me and verbally abuse me and be extremely toxic to me because they're 4 queued and I'm the only one that's not queued with somebody. Thanks, Riot. But all jokes aside, I think it's a good idea. I just think they need to make it shorter. And for people that have support as their secondary, I don't know if this is like an algorithm thing, but if you have support as your secondary, you shouldn't get support 9 out of 10 games. That's really, really awful. Because literally, you're never playing your primary. Oh my god. You're literally gonna never play your primary role if you have support as your secondary. Ever. Ever. Alright guys, tell me what you guys think of the dynamic queue Champion Select. Okay? And how hype are you for the new solo queue? And if you have any ideas for new videos that I can make sure you comment that in the comment section below. If you like the video, make sure to slap that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye! Yo, this guy sounds hella epic. Whoa, what?
He's begged for mercy.